Hey dudes, this is a love reading. If you see this on your For You page, this message was meant for you. Please focus on the object, whether if you're drawn to the feminine energy, the heart, a key, a shell, a bell, or masculine energy. Please focus on the object you're most drawn to and scroll to your object and see your reading. If you've chosen the heart, this message is for you. Now, there is someone who is obsessive. I don't know if this is you or the person that you're dating, but they're very controlling, very possessive, very demanding. And you feel very safe around this individual. However, you should really focus more on learning to love yourself more instead of rushing into this relationship immediately. It just feels like you may have a tendency to rush into a relationship without really getting to know the individual. It feels like you get to know them on surface level, or whether if there's a lot of sexual chemistry between you two, or whether if it's just it's aesthetic. It's not there's not a lot. It's not quality. It's very superficial, and you may feel like you put this individual on a pedestal. They may be a provider. You may feel like they check all the boxes, and this person may be communicating with you quickly. This could be family members apologizing to you. Maybe originally they did not approve of the relationship, but now they're coming back and extending some sort of olive branch. But there is going to be quick communication, quick action with this individual. They may try to rush into a commitment, but you really need to focus on getting to know this individual, because before they put a ring, before a proposal and marriage and having kids, you should really understand if they're what their politics, what their ethics, what their morals are. Are they going to bail on you if you have a disability or an illness, whether if it's temporary or permanent? Is that going to be okay with you if they cheat and bail on the relationship? Is that a deal breaker for you? Are their stance in politics? Is that a deal breaker for you? Are they morally and ethically a good person? Or do you care about how many push-ups can they do? These things, you have to figure out what your true priorities are. But you feel like this individual is your true love. They're going to come back. It feels like this may be an ex that may come back and make an apology. Maybe they originally bailed on you, they dumped you and decided to date somebody else. And now they're coming back because they want to communicate with you again. But you feel very drawn to them, but you should really get to know them. And the more you get to know them, the more you're going to realize that they are your true love. So this message was for you. If you've chosen the feminine energy, this message is for you. Now, you have recently reconciled with an individual that is an on again, off again, with an ex, with the situation, with the friends with benefits energy. And you've come to the realization it's time to cut the cord with this individual because you've realized your self-worth. You've had an epiphany, an aha moment, a turning point, and you've come to a realization that you continue to patiently wait for someone who does not provide the same energy. Instead of this individual putting you on a pedestal and making you feel like a creature unlike any other, they are making you feel small, putting you under their thumb. You are bending over backwards, begging for the bare minimum. And there's a lot of chemistry that you have with this individual. However, there's a lot of red flags. The more time that you spend with them, the more that you prolong the relationship, it gets worse for you. And you realize that this is the best that there's no way that you can fix this individual or change this person's mind in order for them to treat you better. And it's time to put yourself first. So you're going to end things with this person because you do not want to prolong the inevitable. So make sure that you comment down below, hit the like button, and follow if this message resonated. Thank you and namaste. If you pick the bell, this message is for you. Now, overall, you are happy with the individual. However, you're stuck in a cycle that continues to repeat. Now, with this romance, there's a lot of highs and lows. Now, there's a lot of passion to make you feel youthful. You socialize a lot, visiting friends and family. There may be a lot of travel planned, especially during the summer peak time. However, there's a lot of toxic behaviors when there's arguments, disagreements, when this person is perhaps intoxicated in some way. They're very aggressive physically, emotionally, verbally, spiritually, and it's in a very aggressive interaction. You may have originally met this individual through work. There may have been, you may have met them through work, through a conference. This could be with a social setting, with a group of friends, or maybe at a sports event. But there was an instant connection that you had with this individual, There was a strong romantic connection. They do have a lot of passions. They do care for you. There are a lot of religious factors that were involved with their religious upbringing, religious culture that comes into play on why they may act or respond to the way that they are. And just allow divine timing to speak to you. And instead of rushing into this relationship, you should really get to know the individual to see whether if you are truly compatible and whether if it's worth working on the relationship. But until then, it feels like you're stuck in a toxic cycle, and the lesson, you're not absorbing the lesson that the universe is trying to teach you, and it will continue to exasperate and escalate to more of an aggressive, violent manner until you take the situation seriously. And it could be what is the tipping point. It could be somebody maybe having an affair with a work colleague, or there is some sort of menage a trois. So if this message resonated with you, make sure that you hit the like button and comment down below. Thank you and namaste. If you picked the shell, this message is for you. I see someone jumping into a marriage, a relationship quickly. Out of practicality, you believe that this individual is able to provide a financially secure lifestyle that can keep up with your financial needs. You want materialistic objects, you want to go on lavish vacations, you want to have a big home and be able to keep up with the Joneses, and you want others to be jelly of the clothing and the items that you own. However, as soon as you commit and go all in, you're going to realize that this person is not faithful. Now, they're able to provide everything kind of like on the surface level and give the appearance of having like this perfect family, this perfect life, and being in a healthy relationship and kind of living, projecting to others, showcasing others that you have this perfect romantic and family life, and just overall just a cool lifestyle. However, this person, it is not a complete balance. They're not going to be completely faithful. They may even be behind closed doors toxic, where they may have a drinking or a substance problem. They definitely have a I'm going to try to popcorn addiction. You do feel safe to be around this individual. However, they are not going to be completely faithful. They may even be abusive towards you, and there's only so much that you can take. You may feel like you can go on forever with this. However, it's only going to be so much before the straw breaks the camel's back. This individual does not respect boundaries, and this is going to be an ongoing issue in conversation with them. You do feel like this is a karmic relationship, and you feel like this person is out of your league, and that's why you continue to allow this person to stomp on your boundaries, and they're allowed to constantly disrespect you by not respecting the grounds of what a relationship is. And they're going to constantly push those boundaries. They're going to constantly be disrespectful and not be faithful and loyal. So that is something that you have to take into consideration, is whether the lifestyle and the money, is it worth it? Is it worth your dignity and self-respect? Because this person will constantly humiliate you. There will be conversations behind your back about how your partner constantly cheats on you and how you blindly stay in a relationship when it's so obvious, when it's so apparent, when it's so in your face. No matter how many times you catch them, they constantly just cross the line over and over again. So if this reading resonated, make sure you hit the like button, comment down below. And if you pick the key, this message is for you. So this is going to be a magical fluke. This love is going to feel like it appeared out of nowhere. And it's going to be during a time when you're coming out of a weird transition. You may have recently had a mental health issue or a medical issue where you had to take time off to recover. There was also a lot of a mental funk. I'm saying somebody may have had to wear socks that don't slip temporarily, but you're no longer in that headspace. You're no longer in a depressed mind state. It feels like you may have just recently, this is during a time period when you're coming out of a messy divorce or a messy breakup, and it puts you in a really bad place. It really messed with your head, and you had to take time to work and heal on yourself, and everybody's journey is different. But now you're coming out of this funk, and you may have also had to go, like I had a solo vacation, had a eat, pray, love kind of journey. And when you've released the desire of control of when this next love is going to be coming into your life, when good things are coming to your life, bam, it comes to you in threes. Your wishes are going to come true, and they're going to come in threes. and everything is going to align. It's going to feel like a magical fluke. It feels like a great mistake in some way, where it's like, okay, ever since going through this painful breakup, really going through it, spiritually, emotionally, physically, yada, 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 I had to go on one hell of a road, and I don't wish anybody to go through what I did. But now, once I came out of it, then all these beautiful, magical, wonderful things happened to me, because things that were holding me back from growing and evolving and the things that I wanted to bring into my life, these things were holding me back. And once the universe cleared them out, then I was able to transition into this next phase of my life. And you will meet somebody and you're gonna be in this relationship where you feel it's very balanced and fair and it's very equal. And not only are they attractive and smart and really into fashion and design, but they're also, they're the type of individual, they rarely raise their voice, and you can find yourself spending the rest of your life with this individual. And you just need to have a heart-to-heart conversation with this person, and they're going to be open and honest and transparent, and you're going to feel safe. So if this reading resonated, make sure you hit the like button and comment down below. Thank you, and Nanu Nanu. If you picked the masculine energy, this message is for you. Now, you've recently came out of a long-term relationship. It has taken you quite some time in order for you to grieve and process, mourn, and move on from the relationship, from a really difficult path that you had to experience. You're no longer going through it. It was a painful experience, but it was a life lesson that you had to endure. Perhaps you may have had to move or relocate for employment, or just to have a fresh start in the next journey in your life. Now, the next person that you're going to meet, you're going to meet through a group of friends. This is going to be out of a social setting. This could be at a bar, at a party, at an event. This could be at a music festival, at a convention, but this is going to be at a gathering, and you're going to feel a very strong connection with this person. And usually you like to take your time and not rush into a relationship, but you're going to rush into this relationship. It's not your intentions, but you just fall on head over heels with this person. You feel safe, you feel secure. You can picture yourself building a family, building a life with this person. You can grow old with this individual. You just feel this overall happiness and enlightenment, and it just feels like a giant fresh breath of air, and you're able to become vulnerable with them. Now, there could be financial or career issues. This person may have difficulties maintaining a job, or having issues with saving money, spending money. They may have a lot of debt. But there is a strong sexual chemistry. There is a karmic relationship that you have with this individual, and you feel like they are your soulmate. They are your soulmate. You feel connected. You feel like you are one with this individual. Not only are they soulmate, they are a karmic relationship, and you feel sexually connected to them. And you have an emotional and sexual bond with this person, and you feel like you can spend the rest of your life with this person. So if this reading resonated, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe and comment down below. Thank you for watching, and Nanu Nanu.